Hello, this is Gundam UK, and this is an update to my Sinanju Stein that I'm building as a part of the Elite group build over on the Mecha Lounge. As you can see, I have finished the inner frame of the kit. It's still in pieces, obviously. And basically I just did the usual black enamel undercoat, followed by duralanium, outclad duralanium, and then masked off a few details here and there in polished brass here, and a little bit in chrome on the piston here, although the chrome didn't turn out too well. I think it's good enough. I also did a little bit of chrome here, now you can see that, and giving everything a coat of aqua clear, ready for the next phase. So next is going to be the armour parts for the legs, and at this point I'll be mixing up the shades and colours that I'm going to be using for the entire kit. So next it's time to prime the leg armour parts. The only modifications I've really made to the leg armour is just a few holes for some rivets, and I've added a couple of Koto vents to the tops of the side boosters, which are of course these parts here. Hopefully that will look okay. Once I've primed it, we shall check to see that it all looks nice and uniform. And here's all the leg armour parts all mounted, ready for priming. And I'll be using black primer for the white arm parts over here, and I'll be using the usual grey primer here for the lighter parts. That's the first stage of priming done. All the white parts have been primed in black. These were the grey parts, primed in grey. And over there were the navy blue parts, now primed in grey. And next I'm going to wet sand all these parts to make them nice and smooth. So that's those parts now fully primed. I've finished doing a wet sand after the first round of priming, then gave it another coat of black primer, and then I've gone over all the parts again with a nice 1500 grit sandpaper, and we're ready to add the base coat to these parts. So here's all the dark grey pieces done, that were of course white. Still got a few little parts here and there that I need to mask off, like here, and possibly here on the ankle, and on these thruster bits. And I'm going to mask them off with a lighter grey. Next I'm going to do these parts that were navy in a different shade of grey. And that's the medium grey all done and pre-shaded. Can't see it too well because I have about 17 lights on them there, but looks pretty good. And all that remains is this last set of pieces, for which I don't have a colour yet, but I'll mix one up, and I shall be starting that next weekend. I'd just like to shout out my friend Gary, aka Hummingbird, who has painted up this GM ground type that I sent him a while ago. As you can see, he has done a fantastic job of making this look proper military. Just look at that detail. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really good weathering, rust and dirt. and it looks like a proper in-use mobile suit, which is something I'm yet to try. So hopefully I'm going to learn quite a lot from this. I'm going to put a link below to Hummingbird's blog. It's well worth checking out, especially if you're into tanks and other military stuff. His works are really something cool to look at. So again, thank you Gary Hummingbird for doing this for me. It's going to take pride of place in my cabinet of painted items.